vast continent, rich in history, heritage, culture and tradition. And tonight, in the bustling city of Frankfurt, we gather to write a brand new chapter into this illustrious history. 8 competitors, each a proud representative of their home nation, will enter our arena. They bring with them the passions of their homelands, the hopes and dreams of their countrymen, and are ready to showcase their skill, determination, and fighting spirit. But in the end, only one can emerge victorious and etch their name into the annals of wrestling history as the first ever wXw European Champion. Welcome to the wXw Wrestling EM.
wXw European Championship an diesem Abend vergeben werden, sondern weil wir auch zum allerersten Mal einen Großteil dieser Veranstaltung live und for free auf YouTube sehen. Und alle Zuschauer an den Geräten möchte ich jetzt ganz herzlich begrüßen. Willkommen bei der wXw Europameisterschaft! Europas haben sich für dieses Turnier qualifiziert und ich möchte kurz die teilnehmenden Länder nennen. Selbstverständlich als Gastgeberland Deutschland. Dann haben wir am Start Ungarn. Unsere Nachbarn de la France, Frankreich. Ebenfalls mit dabei ist England. Wir begrüßen ebenfalls einen Teilnehmer der Türkei. Außerdem mit am Start ist Belgien. Und ebenfalls Nachbarn von uns, ein Teilnehmer aus Polen. Und last but not least, ein Mann im Turnier aus Italien. 8 Wrestler für 8 verschiedene europäische Nationen kämpfen an diesem Abend zum allerersten Mal um die wXw European Championship. Und wir steigen direkt ins Turniergeschäft in unserem ersten Fight. Festgesetzt für einen Fall. Hauptstadt Paris ist 1,80 Meter groß, 72 Kilogramm schwer. The Royal Hunter, Aigle, Blum. behind the mask, Red Scorpion!
And today we add tussle to the hustle and bustle of Frankfurt as we shake the skyscraper city with the wXw European Championship Tournament. 8 competitors representing 8 countries will compete tonight, but only one will remain as the inaugural wXw European Champion. Matt Damasi here with English language.
And Robin Christopher Forwerk, CEO from High Performer Limited.
I'll tell you one thing, Mr. CEO, the man from Sicily might be off to a blazing first victory. Kick out there by Blanc, as I believe Scorpion has blindsided Blanc.
As he should. It's for the European Championship, as you so wonderfully phrased.
Well, we all have hiccups, but as you said, the wXw European Championship, the very first European champion, will be crowned here tonight, and it may well be one of the 2 men here in the ring tonight. Luchadors, one from France, one from Italy. And speaking of luchadors and lucha libre, you're about to see. Out of the way goes Red Scorpion. Hard landing on the knees for Blanc, but Scorpion coming in with both legs. Blanc back into the ring, flying out, and I'll tell you what, fiery start it definitely is here in the Butch Cup in Frankfurt.
Both superstars definitely showing that they are not worried about putting their bodies on the line to become the faces of this continent, the faces of Europe.
As you see there, Blanc going for a meteor, but you mentioned it. Keep in mind, though, putting your body on the line is all well and good, but they're going to have to compete if they go to the finals at least 2 more times. As you see now, Scorpion, what a crossbody there from the top as Scorpion goes into a cover here and a kick out by Aigle Blanc. And Blanc is somebody we're very familiar with. We've seen him grow as a competitor here at wXw. Red Scorpion is by far the most experienced wrestler in this European Championship tournament. He's been active since 2007, has wrestled in over 20 countries, 17 of which in the last year. That's Blanc caught there with a powerbomb. You see there that experience that Red Scorpion brings with him. Only 3 weeks ago, he had a 3-way match for the NWA World Championship. What a senton there by Red Scorpion into the cover here. Potential of victory. Could have been it. He calls that senton the tour of the land of fire.
Red Scorpion here, so far doing pretty well against Aigle Blanc, who has been on a great 2024, which obviously I don't like to mention, but I have to mention because I like to state the facts.
Hey, you're definitely stating the facts there. Blanc has been incredible so far this year. Made it very far into 16 Carat Gold. I believe only.
But you know what? I got a little spoiler for you. What happened at 16 Carat Gold? He lost. He didn't win. He won't win today. I got my money on that.
I mean, maybe the wording would be different for me, but I can definitely see Red Scorpion moving on with the wealth of experience that he has. As you see, this match's frenetic pace is now slowed down a bit and gone more into, let's say, fisticuffs as a good word for the direction it's going. As good experience there by Scorpion, gets the legs up, climbs up, maybe looks for that crossbody again, but this time Blanc had it scouted. Caught him with a drop kick for the second time of asking. Meteora by Blanc. And he's so hard to slow down when he picks up that steam. Oh no, tombstone. Tombstone by Blanc. Cover, and surely, yes it is. Frenetic, quick-paced first round match opening our evening here as Blum picks up a quick victory against Red Scorpion, but not without difficulty. What a first victory. You see there, 1 down, 2 to go from Aigle Blanc. Question is, how far will Blanc go on his conquest of the European Championship? We are live here to you on YouTube with the first half of the Wrestling European Championship. For the rest, you're going to have to join wXw now for $9.99 a month. You get to experience not only the European Championship tournament, the second half, but also everything else on the wXw catalog.
Er verlässt die erste Runde des Turniers als Sieger, the Red Hunter, Aigle Blanc.
Er ist ein Fachmann auf jedem Gebiet. Im Moment sehr erfolgreich, international unterwegs im Teamkampf und auch beim wXw World Tag Team Festival ist er mit seinem Partner Fast Time Mudo am Start. Allerdings heute geht es in die Singles Competition. 1 gegen 1, Axel Tischer gegen Ahura. Wie stehst du dem Match gegenüber und was sagst du dazu?
Gerade und fest stehe ich dem Match gegenüber. Das Match, was eigentlich hätte schon in Leipzig stattfinden sollen. Ahura, Leipzig, nah zu meiner Heimatstadt. Ganz, ganz nah. Aber du hast dich dafür entschieden, so ein bisschen krumme Dinge abzuziehen. Das Office, hat die Karte umgestellt. Aber wir wissen beide, dass du ein Feigling bist. Und hey, dein Match heute hier in Frankfurt, sein Match in Frankfurt. Ich bin heute hier aus dem wunderschönen Dresden nach Frankfurt gekommen. Weißt du, wie ich habe den ICE genommen. Natürlich mit Verspätung, Deutsche Bahn. Aber Frankfurter Hauptbahnhof. Oh, hässlich wieder Krieg. Leute, wisst ihr was? Ich bin hierher gekommen. Ahura, ich bin in deine Stadt gekommen, um deine Herausforderung anzunehmen. Wenn du ein Mann gewesen wärst, wärst du in meine Stadt gekommen für das Match. Nein, macht nichts. Ich bin Mann genug. Ich komme in deine Stadt und ich bin heute hier in der Batsch Cup. Um was? Richtig, um zu kämpfen und zu siegen. Bis später.
Axel Tischer gegen Ahura, später live in der Batsch Cup. Wir kommen aber zunächst einmal zu einem Viertelfinalmatch um den Turnier und die Europameisterschaft, festgesetzt für eine Form. Ich präsentiere den Teilnehmer für Deutschland. 1,79 Meter groß, 85 Kilogramm schwer. Er kommt aus Bochum,
And this young man representing Germany, Blum. Speaking of Germany, Axel Tischer clearly unhappy with the fact that this match with Ahura, which was meant to take place in Leipzig, is now taking place in Frankfurt.
And he was a coward in Leipzig like he was against us in Hamburg. Yeah, Ahura, of course.
Well, I mean, I understand that there's a grievance. Leipzig very close to Dresden, Tischer's hometown. Of course, Frankfurt is the hometown of Ahura. Qualms he might have, but this is the situation the Axeman finds himself in. And this young man could find himself in a situation riddled with gold by the end of the evening.
Representing Germany here. I would have had a client that could have represented this country even better. So let's not talk about that.
I know you're going to defend your clients. I don't think that I couldn't imagine a better representative for Germany, or at least very few, other than Blum. But he will have one hell of a challenge in front of him in the form of this man.
Ich begrüße den Teilnehmer aus Ungarn. Er ist 1,88 Meter groß, 83 Kilogramm schwer. Kommt aus dem Nordbezirk von Budapest. Hier ist Tiani.
I see Blum as one of the absolute young aces of German wrestling, but I will say, for me, Peter Tihanyi might be the blazing ace of European wrestling. An incredible talent. I will say he has had his disappointments in the last period, his frustrations, but now with a new goal in sight, the European Championship in his to capture it here tonight. One very important thing, these two young gentlemen, not only competitors, but very much good friends. We go back to all the wars they've had over the past year, 2 years against ambos.
Peter Tihanyi, definitely, like you said, one of the best here in Europe at his age. But I will say it, I've said it in the past, I will say it again. He has to grow up. Look at this, he listens to the fans. He's in a ring with one of his best friends. He says he's one of his best friends. Blum knows Peter Tihanyi pretty well. He shouldn't get distracted by the fans here in the Aigle.
I mean, that's very good in theory, but you know, when it comes to the wrestling, when you're in the ring, when you hear the crowd, that always plays a role in every sport. You know, you got the home count advantage, and for these two young men, even though Blum might have the home country advantage for Germany, but the crowd very much you could hear in two minds between Tihanyi and Blum. And I mean, you mentioned also that Blum is potentially one of Peter Tihanyi's best friends here at wXw. I would affirm that. You go back to Drive of Champions when Blum put himself in a match against Icarus to make sure that for the main event, for Tihanyi's match against Dreisker, nobody could get involved. And even before that, these two young men, very familiar with one another.
But remind me, how did that championship match go for Peter Tihanyi?
Tihanyi lost to Dreisker.
Yes,
there's no
fair and square.
There's no shame in that. It was a very good fight, a very good attempt. Dreisker, at the end of the day, I'll say the smarter man.
But it continues the way it has been over the last year. Peter Tihanyi is doing great. Peter Tihanyi is constantly improving. But in the end, he's not there with his mindset to win the big one. Not 16 carat, not the world title, and probably not the European title today.
Now we'll see about that. You see here at the opening 2 minutes of this match, Tihanyi's done quite well for himself, as you see here. Quick roll up by Tihanyi, maybe a little too much time. Basking in his handiwork, allowed Blum to take that headlock takeover and gain the superior position. And speaking of a superior position, wXw fans, 10 minutes of your time, you might win wXw Festival Pass for wXw's World Tag Team Festival coming up in October, or 16 carat. You will have your choice between 16 carat or World Tag Team Festival. And all you have to do is take 10 minutes and take part in that survey, as you see in the ring.
Peter Tihanyi didn't have a choice, but except that he just got bested in that by Blum. And now Frankfurt behind their home country hero.
Yeah, you saw there the look in Tihanyi's face. He was definitely surprised by Blum there. Respect shown by Tihanyi, but definite wariness.
That's a joke. Why would you give him the respect? You're in the middle of a fight. He just bested you. Slap him across the face. Slap that idiot, because
Speaking of, there, right there. You talk
he's
about
making fun of Peter Tihanyi here, and now Armdrex by Blum.
Rushing in is Blum. Oh my God!
And this is what he deserves. This. Making fun of your friend. I know you don't have friends.
What? Why me? As you see there, the cover now from Tihanyi and a kick out by Blum, but you got to say a little poison there in the boot by Tihanyi. You talk about his mental edge. I think it's definitely there. You saw there the focus, the frustration. Tihanyi is very aware of the past months. You've mentioned the loss.
He needs more of that focus. This is what I'm saying. He needs that focus. He needs that fire.
Oh, God. Just right there, cover here by Tihanyi. And I'm assuming this is the vicious end that you're talking about. Definitely very effective. You see there, Blum fully disoriented.
This is what would bring Peter Tihanyi to the European Championship.
There's a lot of paths that lead you to victory. And Tihanyi just might find it here. We'll go for that chop. Took too much time there. Too much time. Playing up to the crowd is now Blum. Tried to fight back. Tihanyi caught him with a boot as Snap suplex comes in here from Tihanyi into a quick cover again against Blum, potentially, and a kick out by Blum.
Little bit of frustration on the face of Peter Tihanyi, but I think, yeah, he's saying it to himself. I got this, I got this. He's still got a game plan. The game plan is still working. He just has to stay focused.
I definitely agree with you. You go back to his failure at 16 Carat Gold in the finals, whether it be the bad back or not. You go back to Drive of Champions against Robert Dreisker. You can notice this frustration constantly building with Tihanyi, having to reaffirm himself rather visibly in the match. And see there, again, this moment that he took to refocus, it gives Blum an opening.
And this is what I mean. He listened again to the fans. He listened to the voices. He listened to the white noise that is this crowd tonight. And he nearly paid the price here, but got back under control. And now choking the life of the representative for Germany tonight here in the European Championships.
And we talk about Blum as well, his issues after 16 Carat Gold, after his match with Masato Tanaka. Sadly, he was out of the rest of the weekend due to an injury and problems with his neck and his head. Since then, he's finally overcome them in Drive of Champions against Icarus, finding the victory through that sliding D that Masato Tanaka uses. As now here, you see Tihanyi going for that. Oh, he went for that tornado DDT, but
look at the strength.
Well blocked there by Blum, and what incredible power by Blum. And there you go. We talked about this so much. They know each other so well. Blum knows when that motion's coming in, that DDT is going to spike him. Caught the brakes, and we've seen this a couple times where Blum has had an answer to what Tihanyi usually doles out. And you could have the answer as to who becomes European champion. If you're not subscribed to wXw Now, you have to see the second half of this show and find out who becomes the inaugural wXw European champion. It might be Blum if he keeps up this steam. And we've talked about the crowd so much in this match. You see how gradually, over time, the mustache man chants grow in size. Blum with the hopes of a country on his shoulders. Climbs up. And will he fly from the top rope? Yes, he will. Tihanyi moves close. Lariat attempt here. Blum looks for another neck breaker. Backslide here, and a kick out by Tihanyi. What a super kick. Knocks the lights out. And if they weren't out before, now they're definitely out. As Tihanyi moves on to the next round and kick out.
And now this is visible frustration. And he's going for a big one.
What a moonsault there.
Hitting the head of Blum and maybe getting the win here for Hungary.
The kick out comes in by Blum. You said it, that moonsault almost landing on the head of Blum. I don't know where that kick out came out from. As you see visible shock on the face of Tihanyi. And it's not just the shock and the frustration of the match, but think about this. At the start of the match, the chants were very much 50-50, and now I would say definitely at around 90-10 for Blum. You have to think about what that does for Tihanyi mentally. You mentioned he listens to the crowd a lot. He does. It has bit him in the back a couple times here.
Look at the way he's looking around. He's looking around the arena. He's not even looking at his opponent, Blum here, who is still struggling to even get on his feet.
Tihanyi tried to go into Blum, but again, a lot of time left for Blum. But the question is, does he have the energy? Strong forearm there as Blum now takes flight. Cross body into a cover, potentially a victory, a kick out by Tihanyi. But look at that, Blum right back up to his feet. Tried to go in, for that lariat. Slight spread attempt, lands on his feet, does Tihanyi. Blum rushing in, flies over the top rope, and now Tihanyi!
Huge crash on the outside there.
Tihanyi throwing caution to the wind and giving that first row a real good close-up.
But we all know it's about the victory here in this tournament. And if these two are getting counted out, the European Championship is unreachable for both of them.
Oh, that is the question. No count out here as Tihanyi looks for that cutter. Caught with a drop kick by Blum.
But
that restarts the count, but what a hard landing there for Tihanyi as our referee, Aytac, begins the count again. Another important note, all our referees will not be of the same country that the wrestlers are from, so we have a referee from Austria to make sure we have neutrality in every match.
Which I would like to have from you sometimes.
Hold on.
Being neutral.
We're at a 9 count here. We're at a 9 count. Tihanyi is still not in the ring. Tihanyi! He gets in just in time. Well, he's asking if it's a 9 count, but too focused.
Again, losing focus.
Oh, kick out by Tihanyi, too focused on Ringer. And now checking again for the 2 count, sliding D! Blum, sliding D, and victory!
Sieger dieser Preis, also mit dem Halbfinale um die Europameisterschaft, ist der Mann aus Deutschland,
What a victory for Blum! I'll say this, as much faith as I had in him, I didn't think that it would happen. So far in these 2 young men's careers, Tihanyi has always been one step ahead. But on this night, Blum stood tall. You see there, Tihanyi still very much frustrated.
Obviously. He lost focus. He reassured himself one too many times with the referee.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah. Leave. No, don't shake his hand.
Not everybody's as
Man up.
sportsmanlike.
Man up, Pizza Tihanyi. You lost. Go back, regroup.
Bitter show of respect from Tihanyi towards Blum. But Blum might have European gold to sweeten the night for himself.
Er steht für Deutschland im Halbfinale der Europameisterschaft.
Vorweg, ich habe auf der Karte für heute gesehen, dass ich immer noch draufstehe. Ich habe dir bei Drive of Champions aber schon gesagt, dass ich heute nicht antreten werde.
Das ist auch so. Du hast es mir gesagt und deine Wünsche, die nehme ich mir zu Herzen. Die Card für heute wurde announced, ja, 3 gegen 3, du stehst drauf. Aber ich versichere dir, dass du heute nicht kämpfen musst. Du hast heute bei dem besten Wetter einen freien Tag. Und um den Rest, da kümmere ich mich drum. Dafür bin ich dein Manager. Mach dir gar keine Sorgen da.
Okay, aber vorweg, verkack heute nicht, okay?
Auf keinen Fall.
Deutschland und Frankreich, das sind die beiden Nationen, die bereits im Halbfinale des Turniers um die Europameisterschaft stehen. 4 Nationen warten noch hinter den Vorhang und die nächsten beiden Plätze, die vergeben wir jetzt in unserem folgenden Match, festgesetzt für einen Fall.
Matt Timasi, what just happened?
What do you mean?
Who films me and my clients backstage?
Well, our video crew have caught everything there. It looks like you gave baby Allison the night off.
Auf dem Weg zum Ring ist der Vertreter der Türkei, 1,75 Meter groß, 96 Kilo schwer, aus
listen here. If I found out who this was, I will end his career.
Oh, I'm sure you're going to do horrible things. I can't help you really, but one person who could help an entire country is Aytac, representing Turkey in this tournament, stepping in for the injured Anita Vaughn. Sadly, she can't represent Ireland through injury. At this point, we wish her, we give her some well wishes. We hope she gets well soon, and we see her in the ring again. And I will say one thing. I would have loved to see Anita Vaughn in this position, but we will still get a cracking, incredible match out of these two men.
Das nächste Teilnehmer an dem Turnier ist England. Der Vertreter ist 1,80 hoch, wiegt 91 Kilogramm. Kommt aus Manchester. He is Northwest Strong, Luke Jacobs.
And Luke Jacobs representing England. I say hard knocks is one thing, hard-headed, both of these men. As you see our referee, Tischer representing Germany here.
It will be fun to see.
Referee.
It will be fun to see, once again, that the championship is not coming home to England. This will be a blast.
You know what?
Turkey is going to win this first round match, and it will be lovely. I'm gonna lay back and I'm gonna enjoy this.
I wish you'd lay back and fall asleep. That would be helpful for all of us. What a
You
shot.
would need some beauty sleep, actually.
As you see there, Jacobs just stood there and said, "Hit me again."
The way he's using his hands, Aytac might as well play for the Spanish European football team. I'm sorry.
Wow,
it's a trauma. It's a trauma.
You're really digging deep for all of these. I'll tell you what's gonna dig deep: the handprints. Just listen to that meat.
Now that's disgusting.
That is disgusting. I'll tell you what, it is no secret that I'm a fan of two men beating the ever-loving hell out of each other, and that is exactly what we're getting here. Luke Jacobs representing England. Aytac representing Turkey. And at this moment, Turkey got knocked right on its backside. Again, that shot by Jacobs. The chest resembling hamburger patties at this point. What a stalling suplex there into the cover, and a quick kick out by Aytac Bahar. You see Bahar, my God, straight back up to his feet. Oh, that was a cannon! Oh my goodness! What a match!
Aytac Bahar will need an ice bath after this fight.
And think about this, whoever moves on from this match will have at least one more match to fight.
You're right about that.
Guys, you see, Aytac messing around with the turnbuckle. Referee Tischer turning back to make sure the turnbuckle's back in place as Jacobs gets pushed headfirst into that turnbuckle and thrown up. You see there, he landed
on
right
the
onto
ring steps.
Exactly, those metal steps you see on the screen there. Oh, it's not just the steps. Not just the steps. My God.
It is not coming home today. This is incredible. Aytac Bahar.
I never knew.
Breaking Luke Jacobs in half here.
I never knew you could chuckle like that.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It's something. I'll tell you what something else is. Potentially, Bahar moving on to the next round. But my God, like a man possessed, Jacobs throws his body back into the ring.
And crumbles to the floor. And Aytac continues the assault.
And you think about this match for somebody like Luke Jacobs and Aytac Bahar. Luke Jacobs, the last time we saw him here was 16 Carat Gold weekend, took part in the tournament. got eliminated as Aytac Bahar has also forehand, no cover there. He was a mainstay at wXw for a long time, and now sporadic appearances. This championship could be his way to come back to wXw on longer terms or more often. And I'll tell you one thing, I believe Aytac Bahar, as mean as he can be, has good chances to capture the championship and potentially capture the victory there with that cover.
And Aytac is definitely showing that he's better in adjusting, because of course Luke Jacobs prepared for another opponent in his first round. Aytac Bahar didn't prepare at all for this first round, and so far he's doing amazing at one of England's best.
That is another good call. I definitely agree with that. The change coming so late means that this match, these two opponents had the least time to prepare for one another as Bahar gets spiked with that DDT. Unbelievable. But it's not just the European Championship, but a lot more down the line. The 10th of August in Oberhausen, we are there for Shortcut to the Top on the 21st line. We'll be there in Bielefeld. Catch your tickets or catch us on wXwNOW. If you're not a member, then you have to join, $9.99 a month. For some of Europe's finest professional wrestling action. And this might not be a very fine moment for Bahar. Jacobs, both boots onto the back. Cover here for Luke Jacobs.
Oh.
The victory, maybe a kick out, the shoulder up by Bahar. I'll tell you what, 5 minutes and 40 seconds of some of the most hard-hitting action you could possibly imagine between these two. You see there, Jacobs limping. Clearly an issue with Jacobs' leg, running into the ropes with difficulty. Caught by Bahar. Aytac runs into the ropes, comes back. Blocked there by Jacobs, and what a right hand. Enziguri by Jacobs. Rushing in as Jacobs out of the way as Bahar. Bahar comes to the ropes. What a lariat. Almost takes Jacobs' head off. Caught him that time. Flush.
Wow.
Fireman's carry position and potentially the end of this match. Death Valley driver as Aytac Bahar and Turkey move into the next round of kick out. The shoulder comes up for Jacobs.
This is a joke.
Well, England's hopes remain. It might be coming home, but
no, it won't. You can, even if he goes all the way to the finals. Do you know what happens to England in the finals? They lose. They lose. They lose. Just like you lost when you voted for Croatia to win the football European.
I think I lost the day I was told you're my co-commentator.
Oh, you lost the day you were born, my friend.
Aytac Bahar now has Jacobs, but Jacobs moves out of the way, catches him with a couple of forearms, and one right back there from Bahar. Jacobs now firing up. That fighting spirit catches him, brings him up. My God, plants him head first.
Oh my.
Count to 20. This match is over. Oh my God, kick out.
It is really not coming home. It is really not coming home.
I called these two hard-headed at the start of this match, but my God, you talk about hard-headed. Jacobs catches him here, crossface, cinched in.
No. Come on.
And he taps. Jacobs moves on.
This is der Mann aus England, Luke Jacobs.
Honestly, I got better things to attend to. I don't want a bridge to win right here in Frankfurt. I'm leaving.
Thank God. Bye. The one person that is going nowhere is Luke Jacobs. Well, he is going somewhere. The next round. What a victory. What a match. But again, stamina will play its role. At least 2 more fights for Luke Jacobs if he hopes to bring that European Championship to England.
Er steht für England im Halbfinale der Europameisterschaft. Luke Jacobs!
Werde jetzt Teil von wXwNOW. Das ist wXw. Das Epizentrum der Exzellenz, der Nährboden für wahre Größe und die aufregendste Promotion im europäischen Wrestling. Und wXwNOW ist nicht nur die Heimat all der Action, sondern auch von Rivalitäten für die Ewigkeit. Sehe jedes wXw-Event zuerst und in voller Länge. Sämtliche Shows sind sowohl in deutscher als auch in englischer Sprache verfügbar. All das für nur 9,99 € im Monat. Und die Anmeldung ist einfach. Klicke einfach auf den Mitglied-werden-Button auf unserem YouTube-Channel und bestätige deine Zahlungsoption. Mit einem sicheren Bezahlvorgang, damit du dir sicher sein kannst, dass deine persönlichen Daten und Kreditkarteninformationen sicher sind. Und keine Mindestvertragslaufzeit. Es ist jederzeit kündbar. Worauf wartest du? Sehe jedes Event. Folge jeder Geschichte. Spüre die Aufregung. Werde jetzt Teil von wXwNOW.
wXwNOW, unsere Streaming-Plattform, und das auch der Hinweis an alle, die uns gerade live auf YouTube sehen, die uns live auf YouTube zusehen. Die zweite Hälfte dieser Veranstaltung könnt ihr exklusiv sehen auf wXwNOW. Und habt ihr jetzt noch die Gelegenheit, euch zu registrieren. Wir kommen jetzt aber erstmal zum letzten Viertelfinalkampf. Ein Platz im Halbfinale ist da offen und den vergeben wir jetzt im folgenden Fight festgesetzt für einen Fall.
To the final of the 4 first-round matches. And we welcome back a young man who spent the last 3 months sharpening his iron in Big Japan Pro Wrestling. I've been following his development. I will say he has made some incredible strides. Will they be enough here in this tournament? And they will have to be when he faces off against this utter machine.
Ich begrüße die 8. Teilnehmernation im Turnier. Belgien, 1,82 Meter groß, 103 Kilogramm schwer. Aus Brüssel, the Belgian War Machine, Vecchio.
And as me and my esteemed commentary partner who finally left us, Robin Krzysztof, have said multiple times, there are very much a lot of favorites in this tournament. There's a lot of people that you could look at and think that they could have an opportunity to move on. 3 of the names are definitely secured, but surely the Belgian War Machine, this utter beast of a man, comes into mind for the whole tournament as well. With every arena echoing with War Machine, this man may have the chance to bring that European Championship to Belgium. on social media who you believe will take the championship home, as Jacob Crane going for a handshake. I will say an unusual gesture from Crane. It is very much a cliche, but I do believe he went to Japan a boy, came back a man. Again, as cliche as that sounds, he's very much grown, even backstage. Much more down to earth, much more focused is Jacob Crane. Will it be enough, though, against this powerhouse? That is Mike Vecchio. Collar and elbow tie-up, and definitely more trouble for Vecchio than we're used to seeing. So far, clearly, in two minds is the Butch Cup. I'll tell you what, this energy in the Butch Cup never fails to disappoint. wXwNOW also never fails to disappoint. For $9.99 a month, you will get not only the second half of the wXw European Championship tournament, you will find out who becomes the first champion, but also the entire catalog of wXw. Of course, next month, one of my favorite events, Shortcut to the Top. And all the festivals on the horizon. We inch closer to October, to World Tag Team Festival. And on this night, we will see who will potentially walk into Shortcut to the Top and maybe to World Tag Team Festival as European champion. Jacobs, Blanc, and Blum have all made it through. My God! Incredible speed, and with that incredible speed and impeccable collision through that drop kick, brings Crane right down. But who will move on in this match is the big question. Snap suplex there by Vecchio into the cover here against Crane, and a kick out, not even to one. Referee Rainer Ringer couldn't even get one count off. Now we'll say even in the first 3 minutes, you notice the growth that Crane has had over these hardening 3 months at Big Japan. He has spent time wrestling alongside and against people like Daisuke Sekimoto, a former wXw Unified World Wrestling Champion here. As you see now, both men going head to head. It looks like Crane's fire is a little bit bigger than Vecchio's at this moment. Crane sends Vecchio into the turnbuckle, comes back with a chop. Here we go. The chop barrage begins from Crane. And a last one for good measure. And what a statement victory it will be for Jacob Crane, not only to move on to the next round, but to eliminate somebody like Vecchio. You saw there motioning for his perfect plex. Vecchio caught on, rushes in, caught again this time, perfect plex. And he's now in perfect position to move on. A kick out, however, at one. And you see there a mixture of pain and shock on the face of Crane. Crane now potentially looking for a German suplex from this position. Vecchio throwing elbows in each direction. Rushes in, goes for a springboard. Crane catches him. Oh, from there, from that elevated position. Nowhere to go but down. And for Crane, kick out. The shoulder comes up for Vecchio. That could have been Crane stepping up. But the dream is not dead. The opportunity here, rushing in for a lariat. Out of the way goes Vecchio, and my God, crossbody into a cover here, a deep hook and cover. Could have been the victory there for Vecchio. Hooking the outside of a leg. Very deeply there was Vecchio. Takes a lot more energy for Crane to kick out, and energy he might not have a lot of left as Vecchio looks, positions for that power bomb. Crane out of the way, and what a chop. And I've talked about Crane's development. Much more hard-nosed than he once was. Looking for a brain buster, instead gets his brains completely scuttered around with that super kick. Double lariat from both men. And there's that fighting spirit. The fighting spirit he picked up in Japan over the last 3 months since 16 Carat Gold. Powerbomb. Cover for Vecchio, and a kick out by Crane. Vecchio not losing a step, gaining speed. And taking Crane's head off. Kept to 100. Vecchio moves on.
Und hier ist der Sieger, der Mann aus Belgien, der Belgian Machine, Vecchio.
A standout performance by Jacob Crane. Fought hard, fought tooth and nail. But this ultimate mixture of speed and power prevailed. And the other 3 men in this tournament must have had their eyes glued to the monitor. Vecchio is a real threat for whoever he faces in the semifinals. Question is, will the War Machine's conquest end in European gold?
Die 4. Nation im Halbfinale des Turniers ist Belgien mit ihrem Vertreter Vecchio.
Er will die großen Namen, er fordert die großen Matches und heute bekommt er beides zusammen. Axel Tischer gegen Ahura auf der Kampfcard. Und wie hast du dich auf dieses Match vorbereitet und was denkst du über deinen Gegner heute Abend?
Ja gut, das Ding war ja schon längst überfällig, ne? Ich wollte Axel Tischer in Leipzig, habe ich nicht bekommen. Ich wollte Matt Cardona, habe ich nicht bekommen. Und jetzt ist es endlich soweit. Ich muss wieder ins Rennen kommen. Axel ist ein technischer Meister, ein absoluter Maestro im Ring. Er bringt die Erfahrung mit, aber ich habe den Hunger. In Frankfurt ist nicht kämpfen und siegen. In Frankfurt, denn wir sind alle Frankfurter Jungs, da ist Klatschen und Rasieren. Und der größte Name hier ist nicht Axel, sondern Ahura Sexy.
Klare Worte hier von Ahura. Und an dieser Stelle, liebe Fans, verlassen wir das Turnier um die wXw Europameisterschaft und kommen nun zu einem Special Fight. 3 gegen 3. Festgesetzt für einen Fall.
Ahura clearly confident in his hometown of Frankfurt. Rallying these fans, rallying the crowd to his side. And when you talk about rallying the skyscraper city, when you talk about a man who stands at the spearhead of what Frankfurt means, you talk about this man.
Ich begrüße das erste Team für den Gesamtgewicht von 191 Kilogramm aus wXw und Son of Nothing Maggot. Und sein Tag-Team-Partner aus Nauheim, Deutschland, der Pulli, Aaron Insane.
Maggot alongside Aaron Insane, his coach, his mentor, his friend, make their way to the ring to do battle with at least one person from High Performer Limited in this match. Finally, we get to see Maggot in action again, put on the shelf at 16 Carat Gold after being attacked by High Performer Limited. An attack orchestrated by Robin Christopher Vorwerk, which injured Maggot's shoulder, put him on the shelf until tonight. Returned at Drive of Champions to chase off Vorwerk. And maybe sweet retribution here in 069 FFM. And their partner is one newly crowned golden champion for wXw.
Auf dem Weg zum Ring, aus Dresden, Deutschland. 1,71 Meter groß, 90 Kilogramm schwer. Der amtierende wXw Unified World Wrestling Champion, Lawrence Roman.
And a man who, formerly the Pitbull of Ambos, doing the dirty work of Robert Dreisker, now has overcome Dreisker at Drive of Champions and become the man here at Westside Extreme Wrestling, your unified World Wrestling Champion, your 16 Carat Gold winner, Lawrence Roman. One current champion, obviously, in Lawrence Roman. And I'm excited to see how this team works.
Und liebe Fans, das gegnerische Team. Mit einer Größe von 185, 96 Kilogramm schwer, aus Düsseldorf, Deutschland, der amtierende wXw Short Grand Champion, the Sigma Livanien.
And Roman is not the only champion,
Tag Team Partner.
shotgun champion, Livanio in this match as well.
In association with High Performer Limited.
And on his side is this man, the Toad that I may call my co-commentator.
81 Kilogramm schwer, aus Osnabrück, Deutschland, in
Mein Name ist Robin-Christopher Vorwerk, aber ihr dürft mich selbstverständlich auch einfach Robin-Christopher nennen. Wir sind hier unter Freunden oder nicht Frankfurt. Ich bin Personal Agent und der CEO von High Performer Limited. Und euer Verhalten passt zum Wochenende. Es ist ein Wochenende der Skandale. Mein gesamter Goldschmuck, inklusive meines Gehstocks, ist aufgrund eines internationalen IT-Problems nicht mit nach Frankfurt gekommen und ich hoffe, dass dafür Leute gefeuert werden. Der nächste Skandal ist, dass die Europameisterschaft im Wrestling in der hässlichsten, dreckigsten und armseligsten Stadt Europas, Frankfurt, stattfindet. Was ist das nächste Problem? Euer beschränkter Horizont reicht nicht aus, um den größten Künstler seiner Zunft ordentlich zu honorieren. Deswegen bitte ich um den längst überfälligen Applaus für Catch Michelangelo himself, Anil Marek. Aber der größte Skandal von allen wird hier heute gerecht. Und das ist der Auftritt von Maggot bei Drive of Champions. Maggot, im Gegensatz zu dir kümmere ich mich um deine Freundin und ihre Wünsche. Und genau deswegen hat sie heute einen freien Tag von mir bekommen. Und ihr merkt, der Markt bewegt sich schnell und der Markt regelt sich nicht von selbst. Robin-Christopher Vorwerk regelt den Markt, weil ich brillant bin und perfektes geschäftliches Geschick habe. Und deswegen habe ich für heute jemanden am Start, der ehemaliger mehrfacher World Champ ist. Jemand, der seit Jahren zur Creme de la Creme des europäischen Wrestlings gehört. Ich präsentiere für euch das neueste Signing von High Performer Limited.
Hold on now, a new signing to High Performer Limited.
In association with High Performer Limited.
Oh my God!
Oh, meine Damen und Herren, das neueste Mitglied bei High Performer Limited ist offenbar dieser Mann aus Budapest, Ungarn, Aigle!
Icarus is signed with High Performer Limited. And I'll tell you this is not even a ghost of the past for Lawrence Roman. Icarus, a part of Ambos, one of the founders of Ambos, alongside Roman and Dreisker and Dover. As you see there, Roman, his eyes were fixed at Icarus. Icarus' eyes fixed at Roman. And I can only interpret this as the absolution of Ambos, but I'll tell you what, you can say whatever you want about Vorwerk and what a slime ball he is when it comes to doing business. He's incredible. He's not just doing business, but also firing people up. You see there, Maggot, fully angry, trying to get his hands on Vorwerk, who made a, I'll say, not so sly remark about baby Allison being a part of his company, being a part of his entourage. That got Maggot very, very fired up. I don't know what's going to happen. One thing's for sure, this is a powder keg ready to explode.
Es gelten die Tag-Team-Regeln, also immer nur ein Mann eines Teams in den Ring. Und die Partner müssen dann jeweils eingewechselt werden. Bereit machen zum Fight.
It looks like the beginning of this match will be these former teammates, not only former teammates, former World Tag Team Champions together. Roman and Icarus, as you see Icarus moving straight into the middle of the ring, Roman meeting him right there. And you can only imagine what's going through Roman's head right now. Saw there Icarus signaling ambos, signaling the hammer coming down, and it looks like Icarus has found a new stage in his career. Is quickly tagged out before the action can start. Here's the odd man out, Levanuel, not a part of High Performer Limited, but the shotgun champion. And clearly for Levanuel, a statement to be made, facing off against the Unified World Wrestling Champion. The two champions of Westside Extreme Wrestling in a head-to-head match that you seldomly ever get to see, even if it is a 3-on-3. So far. And for the rest of this match, our referee Alex Schneider will have his work cut out for him. A minute and 30 seconds a minute 25 have officially gone by in this match, but it feels like what we've witnessed unfolding in front of us is quite long. As you see there, quick cover there by Levanuel, and a equally quick kick out by Roman. The Sigma, Levanuel, gone through that metamorphosis, become a very, very bitter human being. Bitter! Is equally that kick there by Roman as Levanuel gets sent into the ropes and caught off there by the Unified World Wrestling Champion, whose gaze was fully directed towards his former Hungarian brother in Icarus. Roman now teeing off on the shotgun champion, on Levanuel. Comes back with a European uppercut. And now what a suplex there by Roman into a quick float over cover here and a kick out. Those champions' instincts turning around to face his opponent's corner. You never know when a boot's coming in, but I think for Roman a little more incentive there as he stares straight into Icarus. And now you see a rake to the eyes there from Levanuel. Quick, blink and you'll miss it. And a bad angle for referee Alex Schneider. And with that cheap trick, Levanuel takes control. Cover here, deep cover there, and a kick out by Roman. And cheap as it was, that gives Levanuel maybe even a momentary upper hand against Roman, who has truly leveled up over the past years. Done an incredible job, and you see there this frustration, this bitterness in Levanuel ever since he turned into the Sigma. In a way, Levanuel, I would assume, sees something in Roman, or sees a vision of his own past. Himself a former Unified World Wrestling Champion, and in his eyes, the crowd turned their backs on him as he turns to his corner, crawling there, finds a tag to catch Michelangelo. The bully from Nauheim might make it in, and he does. Aaron Insane can come in. A man equal equally on a mission for retribution against High Performer Limited. Up and down into that atomic drop, and that trip goes both ways. Catch Michelangelo in deep waters here. What an incredible back body drop there. Comes in, cover here, cover after kick out. He calls that the Riemreißer. I won't even dare to try to translate that to English. As now he rushes in, Vecchio from behind, swiftly dealt with there by Insane, but even momentarily that gave Marek enough time. Oh, caught there by Insane. And what a power slam. Emphasis on the power. A native of Frankfurt, just like Ahura, just like Maggot, as he goes up looking for that air bully. I don't know how well he chose the corner though. Cross chop there by Marek, and he tosses Insane from the top rope, landing and crashing back first. Cover here by Marek, and a kick out by Insane. As Marek goes into that mounted position, looking for ground and pound here. Marek here with Insane in the corner, rushes in and catches him. And you need to catch the second half of the wXw European Championship. One of these four men is covered here by Marek and kick out. One of these four men, Jacobs, Blanc, Vecchio, or Blum, will be European champion by the end of this night. To see the second half, you have to become a member at wXwNOW for $9.99. Not only will you catch this event, but you will be able to catch Shortcut to the Top in August. Witness who becomes European champion. As you see there, Icarus teeing off on Insane. And you see the same tactics that Ambos have always used. That misdirection, fire up the frustrations in Maggot and Roman. And as referee, Alex Schneider does his job, take advantage here. And shoulder comes up again. As now Icarus going at the face of Aaron Insane. Icarus clubbing blow there against Insane. Tag there onto the Sigma Vecchio. And Aaron Insane in a tough position here. He's been very much isolated and very much weakened as Vecchio poses. Tag made to Marek, and he tries to keep punishing Insane, but Insane fighting back here, caught with a sling blade there by Marek, into a cover here, potentially the victory for Team Vecchio and High Performer Limited, but the shoulder comes up for Insane. Caught there deep in that headlock by Marek. Insane using the energy from the crowd to move his way back up to his feet. Caught here again potentially for another bulldog. Pushes Emil Marek away. And now here comes the son of nothing. Teeing off on the two members of High Performer Limited. Interestingly enough, the shotgun champion nowhere in sight, Vecchio, not taking part in this utter butt whooping that Maggot is dishing out. Oh, kick there by Maggot. You hear it echoing through enziguri there by Maggot. And now Lakes to fly high. Does the son of nothing. What a rocket boot there by Maggot. And when this man picks up steam, especially, wait. Schneider busy with Marek, and in that meantime, you see there, Forbeck gets up on the apron. And that is the man that Maggot wants to get his hands on the most. It's not Icarus, it's not Marek, it's Forbeck. He used that short temper, and with that now, as Schneider tries to keep order in this match, he doesn't realize that behind Icarus and Levaniel beating on Maggot is just Baby Allison. Baby Allison has made herself clear here. She has the night off, but clearly she has issues with Forbeck's style of handling business. As you see there, Levaniel also all the attention in this match gone towards that front side of the ring. Clear discussions, clear arguments, and I would say maybe dissent from the direction of Allison, who still is at ringside as Maggot tries to fights against the rest of that team as Allison now. And interestingly enough, she's standing in a neutral corner as well. She's not in the corner of Maggot. She's not in the corner of High Performer Limited. As Maggot, clearly the person paying the most underneath this chaos. Cover here for Icarus, but a kick out by Maggot. But finally, things are back under control, or as much control as you can imagine with those 6 feet. Wait, Maggot's biting. Maggot's biting the hand of Icarus. But Icarus, an utter veteran, calling that to the attention of referee Alex Schneider. 5 count begins, and with that, Maggot had to stop biting. Instead, he took all that punishment. You see, if looks could kill, daggers in the direction of Forbeck from Baby Allison. She clearly doesn't subscribe to his style of doing business. As Maggot now trying to scrape and fight and find a position back in this mounted. It's dangerous. The ankle lock cinched in there by Icarus, and you see him blocking off the other leg. Maggot will be hard-pressed to make his way to his corner as Icarus now pushing him further away. Tag to Marek. And Marek, with one stomp, swiftly gains back full control of this match. Up and right back down, crashing onto the mat is Maggot, and shoulder up there still, but you have to wonder all the damage that Maggot's taken. Marek now, he gets Insane out of the way, but you talk about insane. What was that spear? Maggot can't capitalize with a cover, but it might be a window of opportunity to find the tag. Crawling, tag onto Icarus, and Maggot now finds Roman. Finally, Levaniel makes his way in, gets caught with that clothesline, and the Unified Road Wrestling Champion gets to work. What an exploder suplex there by Lawrence Roman. Gets pushed off there by Icarus, and caught with a powerful power bomb. Marek breaks up the cover here as chaos is almost fully broken out in this match yet again. Roman galvanizing the crowd as he tags in Maggot. Icarus caught with a double boot as he tried to fend off the attack. Pushed into the ropes, comes back, and tossed over with a double back body drop. The crossfire. They were trying to go for the crossfire. Livagno pulls Roman out of the ring, and a double clothesline dismantles both men. The crossfire, of course, the finishing maneuver of the Arrows of Hungary, Icarus, and at the time his longtime brother Dover. That's what you deserve, that and more. I hope it stains your suit. Well, Fovic has that watch around his arm. Wait, Marek is in the ring. Wait, Allison! Spears Marek! She spears her teammate, but Maggot too busy with the chaos. A 3 count.
Und hier sind die Sieger. Tihanyi, Animalik, Onico, Aigle, Limited.
Baby Allison came in, speared Marek. I believe she was trying to help Maggot, but in the end, that distraction causes Maggot to be taken up by Icarus. And High Performer Limited capture a victory with their first new signing. Well, Allison now standing with Maggot as Insane and Roman look over. Complete chaos in this match, but
Die Sieger in unserem Special Tag Team Fight 3 gegen 3 sind das Sigma Livagno, Animalik, Onico, das Team High Performer Limited.
a victory for High Performer Limited at Livagno, but what does this mean for Allison's working relationship with Fovic?
Und liebe Fans in der Matchkampf, ich möchte einen riesengroßen Applaus für die Gegner hören. Für Aaron Insane. Für Lawrence Roman. Für Maggot. Und last but not least, Baby Allison.
What an unbelievable first half we have had for the wXw European Championship Tournament. The gifts keep on giving, however. We will be back in Frankfurt in November for fan appreciation night. You can get your tickets and see it live, or you can see it on wXwNOW. What you can also see on wXwNOW is the second half of the wXw European Championship Tournament. We have 4 names out of the 8 that will move on to the semifinals. Mike Vecchio, Aigle Blanc, Blum, and Luke Jacobs. These are the 4 men representing their countries that remain in the tournament. It was an incredible night so far, incredible 4 first matches. We witnessed the high-paced, frenetic victory of Blum in the first match against Red Scorpion. We witnessed Blum break his limits and defeat an opponent who they are best friends. That is a man that has been one step above him for his entire career. We watched an incredible meat fight match between Aytac and Luke Jacobs. And of course, we witnessed Luke Jacobs Crane's return to wXw from his long 3-month tour in Japan. We saw what all that training did. He gave Mike the Vecchio the best fight he could, but at the end of the day, the Belgian war machine prevails. These 4 men do not know who they are going to face. We do not know who they are going to face. After now, in the semifinals, the finals will be clear, but for now, they get a short respite, a short moment to rest and relax, and they will find their next opponent. And we discovered who the newest signing is of High Performer Limited, Icarus, no longer a part of Ambos, completely dissolved, I would say, as Ambos, as he faced off against his former brother, the Unified World Wrestling Champion, Lawrence Roman. I'll tell you what, this first half has been chock full of surprises. We've seen ups, we've seen downs, we've seen every spectrum of emotion that we could possibly witness as human beings. Now, the second half, I can promise you, will be just as crazy, if not more. We are expecting not only the next semifinals and the final in our main event to crown the very first, the inaugural wXw European Champion, we will also witness the bout that we were supposed to have in Leipzig between Axel Tischer, the Axeman, one of the best wrestlers in all of Europe, a man who will take part at World Tag Team Festival in the tournament alongside his partner Fast Time Muto's team KXS, against the man we didn't see for a year, the man who returned at Carat and kicked the smirk right off of Fovek's face, Ahura. He has had a chip on his shoulder since his return. He has trained hard, and we will see what he does against the best wrestler in all of Europe. And of course, as I mentioned in the main event, the very first European champion. Will it be Blanc? Will it be the Vecchio? Will it be Blum? Or will it be Jacobs? Find that out in the second half. To do that, you will have to go to wXwNOW. You will have to become a member, $9.99 a month. It will be incredible. Click the button below this video. Not only you will find out who becomes European champion, and you will see Shortcut to the Top in the future.